The Chrissie Swan Show on Nova.
It's a miracle. They've let us back into the studio, Jack.
How good.
It's our second show. Thank you so much for joining us. I've had a very busy morning already. My two sons went back to school today.
Okay.
And I did the drop-off, which I've never done. Their whole life, I've never done it.
Were they excited by that, or was it a little bit of a lackluster response?
It was weird. We felt a little bit like strangers, but it was nice. I might be rushing to do it again, just to be completely honest. No, look, it was fine, and I got to make their breakfast and pack their bags and stuff, which was, lovely. But the best part of the morning was I fulfilled my obligation to myself to never pay retail.
Oh, good.
Do you like my T-shirt?
I do. I noticed it was crisp.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I did that for you. I wanted you to notice that it was crisp.
I appreciate that. There's not one wrinkle in it.
Thank you very much. And it is such a bargain. $39.95, reduced to $12, and then 40% off.
So did you buy 10?
I bought 6. They were $7.20. What was I going to do?
Exactly.
I'll tell you what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to talk to you. Say g'day to me. 13 24 10. We're just going to have a chat. I am live all over this beautiful country on the Novas. 13 24 10. Give me a call and say g'day. For all your health and beauty products and advice you can count on, visit Priceline Pharmacy. Priceline has a massive range of brands at great everyday prices. Whatever you're after, you'll find it at Priceline Pharmacy.
Hurry into your nearest Priceline pharmacy or check out priceline.com.au.
The Chrissie Swan Show. Say g'day.
Chatting to you all over Australia is never going to get old for me.
Such a novelty.
It's so wonderful. Let's kick things off with Kirsty from Adelaide. Hello, Kirsty.
Hello, lovely hearing you on the radio, Chrissie.
How
in
exciting.
Adelaide. We actually finally get you here, hey?
How awesome. Have you had a, I'm gonna put in some useless tropes. Have you had a pie floater and a frog cake today, Kirsty?
Sadly, no. I've always hated pie floaters, I must say, because peas are the devil. But but at about 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, it was always a Euros for me growing up, I must say.
Yes, yeah. Look, one of my New Year's resolutions is to find the perfect frog cake, and I reckon you're going to be able to help me.
Go to Balfour's. You'll be right.
Yeah,
the green ones are the best.
Balfour's. Yes. Hey, I've got a Priceline voucher for you, Kirsty. Thank you so much for listening and thanks for chatting to me. Let's scooch over to Brizzy. Jalen. Come in, Jalen.
Hi, Chrissie.
Hi, what are you doing? What are you wearing?
Oh, I'm wearing my sweaty gym outfit and I'm sitting in the hot right now.
Oh, good on you. I love a little bit of a mental health workout. Well done.
Right? How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. How fun is it that we can talk to each other?
I know. I'm so nervous and I'm so excited.
Oh, my God, Jalen, it's only me. Are you joking?
Freaking out. I'm honestly so silly.
Now, please remember to keep your fluids up today after your workout, Jalen. Auntie Chrissie says so. I'm going to send you a Priceline voucher and just go crazy. Hey, this is a first. Rhiannon from
Huge.
WA. I've never, ever been on air in WA, Rhiannon. You are the first caller.
This is very exciting.
It's very exciting. Now, where's Mulga Downs?
Up in the Pilbara.
I didn't even think that Nova went up that far.
The Nova app does.
Of course, the Nova
The
app
trusty
goes...
Nova player.
The Nova player goes everywhere, Rhiannon. Is there even a Priceline near you up there?
I think the closest one's maybe 3 hours.
All right, well, I'm going to send you the voucher, but I'm also going to whip something else in there for you that you can actually, use immediately, Rhiannon. Thank you so much for listening. I love your guts.
Anytime. Thank you so much.
You're
I
the
love
best.
listening to you guys.
How awesome. How awesome is this, Jack?
Rhiannon should just re-gift that Priceline voucher. Send it to a family member in Perth or something.
You know, when you're in a very remote area, you
Yeah.
can really up price stuff. Like rentals in mining towns are super high. She could sell that $50 Priceline voucher for at least $300,
Rhiannon's
I'm sure.
probably already minted.
Kerry from Pitt Town. I've got to be quick. I'm getting yelled at for taking too much time chatting to you. Hi, Kerry.
Hi, how you going?
Good. Now, you are you love a bargain, and I just revealed that I spent $7.20 on T-shirts. I bought 6. Is that the sort of thing you would do?
Yes, I would. I've just been to Hawaii and got Coach bags, like quarter the price of Australia.
You are a fancy lady, Kerry, with a Coach bag.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. You have to go and get some perfume at Priceline. Voucher for you. Yvette from Geelong. Yvette,
Hi, Chrissie.
Hi, Gorgie. Now, this is early in the show and we haven't yet hit on MAFS. I didn't watch it last night because I was on the project. What was your favourite moment from Married at First Sight last night?
I think Cameron and Linda were really sweet. Yeah.
All right. Well, Jack's going to fill us all in very
before 3
soon
o'clock.
about Married at First Sight. Hey, thanks for calling me, 13 24 10. The lines are always open. We're here live all across Australia on The Chrissie Swan Show.
The Chrissie Swan Show. Chrissie's clickbait.
Ah, yes. What has caught my attention in terms of headlines? You know, you open your phone and your phone seems to know you better than you do.
The algorithm gets ya.
It gets you every time. This headline. I was incensed, Jack. No, coffee will not give you extra energy. It will just borrow a bit that you will pay for later. How very dare you?
I love to hear that after I've given up coffee.
You did reveal.
See?
You revealed yesterday that your New Year's resolution is to cut back on coffee.
A lot of my mates were outraged. Jamie Rowe, who works here, was really disgusted.
Well, I think because we've all been through that. And, you know, I love to give up things that are bad for me, but I cannot find a shred of evidence that suggests that coffee is bad for you.
Yeah, no. And there's a lot of other bad things I could probably give up over coffee.
But let's face it. I don't think that coffee is the source of your anxiety on a Monday morning. Let's put it that way. So this just made me angry. Essentially, the article is saying that, yes, you do get a lift from a coffee, but it's not real. So what?
It's borrowed endorphins, are you saying?
It's borrowed.
Right.
Yeah, it's borrowed and you've got to pay it back later. Duh, Fred. We're not babies. It reminds me of this fantastic thing I see on Instagram occasionally where this woman... She lulls you into a false sense of positivity and then just smacks it back into reality. Have a listen.
Good morning, everybody. Did you know if you replace your morning cup of coffee with a nice hot cup of green tea, that you can lose up to 87% of the little joy you have left in this life?
I couldn't agree more. I cannot live without coffee. I have coffee within 5 minutes of waking up.
No one loves coffee like you do. I've never met anyone as obsessed with coffee as you are.
Thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate that. It's the kindest thing anyone's ever said to me. Kate Blanchett just made a case for 2 bags in one outfit.
What?
That is the headline that I click on, mainly because I also wear 2 bags in one outfit. She's been snapped in the streets of New York City,
Let me have a
all
look.
rugged up. It's very, very cold out there. And she's got a crossbody bag and a big bag. And, you know, I never leave the house without 2 bags because I've embraced the bum bag lifestyle.
I think Kate needs a bum bag because the 2 strap bags aren't working.
Well, one's around her elbow, though, and one's across her body, so her arms are kind of free, and that's the key to it.
Right, that's what you're after.
All I've got to say is I didn't know. I mean, she's a style icon, and I didn't know that I also am a style icon.
Here we go.
With my car key bum bag and my bright yellow backpack that I wear everywhere. I think hers might be a little bit more designery than that.
Not as swaggy as a bum bag, though.
You're a sweet kid.
The Chrissie Swan Show.
And if you'd like to be a part of the show at any time, make sure you jump on the Nova player, register your details, and we could be calling you. You don't even have to call us.
Yeah, we're going to call you. Block our number. Now, I think it's safe to say that no matter where you are in Australia, school's back.
Yes.
They seem to stagger it for the states, but I think we're pretty safe to say they're back. They're back at school. And, you know, I love my kids, blah, blah, blah. But, my God, I needed a break from this. Now, this is a little pastiche, a collage, made from one of my favourite shows of all time, Better Things. It's an American show. And this is... You don't have kids, Jack.
No.
So it may sound like an exaggeration, but I'm telling you, it's a lot worse
Okay.
than this.
Mom, Mommy, Mom.
Wait, Mom, you're passing the Goodwill plate.
Mom,
pay attention.
Stop. Mom, did you mean it? Mom, can we keep it? Mom, can we rent it? Mom.
Oh my God, Mom.
Mom!
Oh, turn this up.
Mom!
What? Sorry, what'd I do?
Mom, I'm trapped.
Mom, look at me. Mom, look at me. Look at me.
Is it too early, given that I've only just dropped my two sons at their first day of school? Is it too early for me to have PTSD?
No, not at all.
From the holidays of that.
That should be used as a contraception ad.
It's so true. You know, last week I said to my kids, sometimes it gets too much, usually in the Christmas holidays, because they seem to be for a very long time, and it always gets on my nerves. The mum. Eventually, I say to them, please call me Chrissie.
Right.
Please call me Chrissie, and it doesn't matter what anyone says to you. If you get in trouble or it's disrespectful, I'm asking you, do not use the word mum again today, because I'm going to lose my mind. I'm going to lose my mind. So that softens it a little bit. There's a tip for you.
Kids call their parents by their name, though, weirds me out. Like when you're in Coles and you hear someone do that, you're like, what?
Yeah, I know. I love it. And I give a knowing look to the woman and I go, You've adopted the method to save your sanity. Yeah. I just want to celebrate everyone that's been attacked by their children for the last 6 or 7 weeks, having to find snacks and make snacks every 10 minutes. And I'm giving you the gift of this. Just a little bit of silence.
Oh, I panicked.
Trust me, we're not panicking.
The Chrissie Swan Show. The Chrissie Swan Show.
What's my name?
Who is it? Chrissie Swans. Who am I?
Hey, here's a little tidbit for you. That opener had Michael Jackson saying, "Who is it?"
Oh, is that who it is?
Yeah, and there's going to be a biopic. It's just been given the green light, and his nephew is playing him.
Really?
In the role, which I think is genius.
I'm still flat that Madonna biopic's not happening.
I agree.
With Julia Garner. I love her from Ozark.
But Madonna was too all over it, going, no, don't say that. Make me look amazing.
Correct.
And we know how that ends. Elton John's movie was unwatchable. Let's play. Let's give away $500 cash in a game of Who Am I? We've got Tegan. Tegan.
Hello.
Come in, spinner. You feeling lucky?
I am.
How's WA today? Hot, I bet.
Oh, it is disgustingly hot.
How hot is disgustingly hot?
I wish I had another air conditioner and a swimming pool and about 600 kilos of icy cold water.
Do you suffer from chafe, Tegan?
I have done. Yes, when I was pregnant, it was horrible. And every time I was pregnant, I always ended up pregnant in summer.
All right, let's get to Who Am I.
Damn, let's get to Who Am I. Sorry, Tegan. We've been sidetracked by chafe. All right, I've got some clues here. You're going to lose $100 for every one you get wrong.
Oh.
Clue number 1. This person likes to give their instruments names. That's $100 off you now for playing for $400. This person loves cherries. May or may not be somebody's name, I'm just saying. Or it might be the fruit, don't know.
You, Chrissie?
I do love cherries, I do. But it is not me. They give me the runs. Clue number 3 for $300 taken. And some chafe cream from Priceline Pharmacy. I'm a big fan of mathematical symbols like plus, minus, equals.
Oh, Tegan.
Teachers?
What was that?
Teachers, did you say, Tegan?
Teachers, no.
No.
This is someone famous,
It's
Tegan.
a celebrity, Tegan.
The heat's got to you. You've got heat stroke.
I have. I'm sitting in my car.
Wind down a window, for God's sake, Tegan.
Seriously.
All right, clue 4 for $200. This is whittling away down to nada. I am one of the most played artists here on the Nova Network.
Ed Sheeran.
Yes! We should have had that as the first clue. It's $200, and I will throw in a Priceline voucher because the chafe cream that they sell is wonderful. And it sounds like you're going to need it, Tegan from WA. Thank you so much for playing, and thank you for listening to our humble little show.
Oh, thank you, guys. And it is a blessing listening to you. You are hilarious. Your show is awesome.
You're the best.
The Chrissie Swan Show.
Hello, you. You're listening to the Chrissie Swan Show. I'm Chrissie Swan. Jack's here. Big night last night on the television. Full disclosure, I was out doing interviews and stuff. I was on the project last night, which is live, and I missed Married at First Sight.
Season 10.
What?
Yeah. I feel like...
Season 10?
Yeah, this is the 10th season. And I've had a bit of a break from it, but I've decided now that you and I aren't working in breakfast radio hours, I've got some time at night, I'm going to invest.
Well, I used to love it. And then I fell out of love with it because my friend was on it and I got a bit snarky about how it was, edited and manipulated. And then I thought, get over yourself, Chrissie.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's not a documentary. It's not Schindler's List.
We know what reality TV is now.
Yeah, I know what it is. I know what I'm watching. Plus, I missed out on last season entirely, and I'm sick of reading headlines about Olivia Fraser and not knowing anything about who she is. I don't know who she is, and I don't want to miss out.
I also don't want to know who she is anymore.
Oh, really? So
No.
have you had...
I've had enough of those headlines.
Well, yeah, see, I feel like there's a whole new series of headlines that are going to be coming from this set of contestants, and I want to be across it. I didn't see it last night. You did. What did I miss?
So the big drama was we saw the hens night and the bucks night, and then we saw two couples get married. Bronte and Harrison were the dramatic couple because essentially Bronte's friend found out Harrison was with a girl the night before.
Right.
And was packing to get ready for MAFS with this girl.
Okay.
Which is,
Bogans.
That's surprise bogans. Exactly.
Stupid bogans.
But my two favourite moments, and there was a really other beautiful couple, but like snore. It was a beautiful love story, but I'm not here for that. It's MAFS.
Yeah.
I really took a liking to this guy called Jesse. Now, initially you'd see Jesse and you'd think he'd give you the ick because he's quite confident, he's got long hair, and he's a marriage celebrant. And he soon revealed that he's quite fussy.
Oh.
And I want to play you what he's fussy about.
Okay.
My fussiness is like the bane of my single existence, right?
What are some of the things that turn you off?
Oh, man. Someone who's obsessed with their social media, pumped up lips, long eyelashes, powerlifters. They use like their gym as like a crutch for their personality. Wine snobs taste this wine, the tannins, the grapes they use. Shut the up.
I love a man that knows his own mind, but you know who he's just described?
Who?
Me.
He kind of has.
I don't have anything fake about me. I don't drink at all.
No.
I don't go to the gym. Give me a call. Give me a call if you like a lady in a $15 Suzanne nightie.
That's hard. That is selling a package. The next person I want to introduce you to is Harrison. So at the Bucks night, Harrison sat down and he started telling this story that sort of made you feel sorry for him.
Now, Harrison is the one that was sleeping with someone the night before the wedding.
Correct.
Great. I love him already.
And Harrison's a carpenter, and Harrison says things like, some people don't like me, but not everyone has taste. Like, he's that kind of guy. That was a direct quote from Harrison.
Great.
So listen to the start of this sad story and then how it ends.
Okay, sure.
I was in a relationship, and then I found out that she cheated on me.
Oh, man, that's just brutal.
Yes, but I'm so glad it happened while I'm still young and hot. Like, imagine doing it like, like 40 or 50 when I've got like all my options are gone. You know what I mean?
Imagine.
Oh my God, it sounds like I'm going to thoroughly hate him.
The Chrissie Swan Show.
You're listening to The Chrissie Swan Show right across Australia thanks to Priceline Pharmacy. I'm thrilled to throw the doors open to this lady, the gorgeous Ricki-Lee Coulter. Welcome.
Hello, I'm used to saying good morning to you.
I know.
It's so exciting seeing you in the day of life.
And here we are. You're obviously up after us on Kate, Tim and Joel with Ricki-Lee.
Yep. You
last
can't
night,
get rid of me.
No, and nor do we want to. I just want to kiss your face all over. You are so pleasing to my eyes.
Stop it. I want to give you a big hug.
Do you remember when I was out in the city on that hot day?
Yeah, do I ever?
And what was I doing? I was just walking. I was just having one of my mental health walks.
Yeah, we're walking, and we were at a restaurant at the top of, is it Spring Street at the top of the city
in
Melbourne? And Rich and I were sitting at a restaurant having a champagne and something to eat, and then I just was like, oh my gosh, that's Chrissie. And there was a split second where I was just going to be like, oh, that's Chrissie, and then just like let you walk by, and I was like, no, I haven't seen you in so long. And I put my drink down and I ran across the road. I definitely was very close to getting collected by a tram. And I came over, and then we ended up hanging out
we
for
spent
hours
the afternoon
sitting there.
together. It was magical. It was magical.
Awesome.
Now, last night, speaking of magic, Idol is back, and it's on Channel 7, and it never used to be on 7, and I'm confused. My brain is not wired for that.
Yeah, you get used to things being somewhere.
Yes.
It was always Channel 10, and now Channel 7.
And now it is Channel 7. So that's important to know for Idol fans. You've got to go to 7 for it. You're not going to find it on 10. I tell you what was on last night, and we have been loving it. Jack and I have been loving it because
it has to be fake.
It has to be. The best part of Idol, and you must agree with us, is the auditions that you don't know where they get the balls to turn up and open their mouths.
I know. There was a few of them last night that I think that's also what people love about Idol is, of course, the amazing singers and the incredibly talented voices that we find. But part of the fabric of Idol is
Imogen.
Those lovely little nuggets that turn up and they think they're amazing and they've got all the confidence in the world, and it's like they don't have ears.
I know.
But they've got all the belief and all the confidence, and yes.
And then there was Imogen.
I don't expect you to remember anyone's name, but listen.
I remember this.
Can I lay by your side next to you? And I don't want to be here.
The thing is, Ricki-Lee, like, I'm not a singer, obviously, and you are, but she's almost got a good voice. Like, the projection is there.
I reckon that's kind of the thing. I think sometimes people grow up with, their parents encouraging them, and they grow up and they do choir in school, and she can hold somewhat of a tune. She's, there is just a different level.
You're a lot more diplomatic than Kyle, who said she was woeful, but she wanted to stick around, and she
poor darling.
She got rid of Kyle's comment out of her self-esteem, and she wanted to stick around and see what Harry Connick had to say.
That's your opinion, but I'd like to hear the others.
I'm going to be honest with you. Singing is not for you.
Okay, that's interesting.
You seem like an amazing young woman, but making a living as a singer is not in your future.
Why do you think that, though?
You can't hear, you can't phrase, you have no time, you don't know how to interpret lyrics.
I just love her saying, that's interesting. I'm going to use that. I'm going to use that next time someone insults me. Like, if they say, you know what, you are so bad at radio and you're never going to work in this business again. I'm just going to say, that's interesting. That's
Why
interesting.
do you say that?
I love it. But then she inexplicably, Imogen, started singing French as she was sashaying out of the audition.
But also while staring them down.
Yes.
Thank you.
Écoutez-moi, moi la chanteuse à demi.
See, this sounds beautiful.
Agree.
But then Harry savages her and says, I speak French. She's terrible at
Oh,
French.
really? She's terrible in two languages.
Yes.
Ricki-Lee.
I feel bad because I don't want to laugh at these guys. It's not about that. I think when you turn up, I think she just was so excited and her adrenaline got the best of her, and she didn't want to embarrass herself, but I think the desperation starts to be what embarrasses you, and I think that's why they say don't beg.
It's a fine line between feeling mean about mocking someone and going, well, you've gone on this show, and I know it's tricky. I'm always torn at this stage of Idol
because it's
Ricki-Lee.
But people have been asking, is that a setup? Are those people actors? And I can legitimately say they are not. They have turned up believing that they have a shot at being the next Australian Idol.
Will you please stick around, Ricki-Lee Coulter, because
that's cute.
Basically, I've got a bone to pick with you.
Shivers!
That's interesting.
What have I done?
The Chrissie Swan Show. The Chrissie Swan Show.
It's the Chrissie Swan Show. Thanks for listening. We are joined by the divine Ricki-Lee Coulter, who's coming up in Drive as well. There's a couple of things that I need to cover off. Idol is back tonight and tomorrow night. It's auditions. Yes. Don't miss it.
the fun of auditions continues. We've got more amazing singers. We've got more crazies. We've got more of all of it.
It's just heaven.
I hope there's an Imogen 2.0.
I'm so glad it's back.
There is.
Oh, is
there
there?
is.
There's every episode. We've got the whole range.
Oh, great.
Oh, fantastic.
Tonight on Channel 7.
Yeah. I think for most of tonight's episode, I was basically holding someone's baby. I just stole the baby and just cuddled it for most of the day on the Gold Coast auditions. I think I was a little bit hungover, so the baby gave me
Babies are the best when you're hung. That wholesome energy.
Oh
Really?
yeah. I feel like you didn't sin your life the night before.
They cleanse you of any demons.
Wow, I had no idea. This sounds like some sort of witchcraft ritual, by the way. A newborn baby. Now, Ricki-Lee, you know that I love you dearly, but you are wrong on something.
Oh, come at me.
And
what are you talking about?
We fought about this gently before, and I've said we'll talk about it later, and it just happens to be you're on my own show, and I'm going to tear you a new one.
In front of the nation.
Because you're an apple lover, and I am an apple lover. Apples have changed my life. They are God's sweetest treat.
I mean, I love that as a statement. It's so dramatic. Apples have changed my life.
They have. They are the perfect snack. They are the
They're
perfect
crunchy.
snack.
They're cold. They have to be cold.
They don't have to be cold. They have to be.
What?
No, they're room temperature. Room temperature apples always.
Not. They have to be freezing cold. Like I have a bag here because I've been out. I've had my fitting today for all my Idol Live show costumes, and I've got my little bag of fruit here, and I have an ice pack in the cool bag because the apple cannot drop below a certain temperature. They can't be warm.
What a diva.
I do it to myself.
It's such a shame that we're breaking up right here in front of all these good people.
Is that what your the issue is?
Oh no, that's a new issue.
The temperature of the apple.
No, that's a new issue, which I hate.
The style of the apple.
It's the style of the apple.
The jazz apple you don't like.
No, don't use the J word.
Don't tell me you're a Fuji apple kind of gal or a red delicious.
No, nobody likes a red delicious.
Nobody,
and don't get me started on it. Don't get powder. And Jonathan apples. No, there's a
Jonathan.
reason.
Who even is Jonathan?
Exactly. There's a reason you can't get Jonathans anymore. I'm a pink lady woman.
Oh, see, I used to be with you on that train. I was with you I was Granny Smith when I was through school. Then I graduated to Pink Lady because they're a bit sour, a little bit sweet.
They're delicious.
Now I find the Pink Ladies too much.
But the jazz
my
apples,
palate has matured.
The jazz tastes like water.
Don't.
Guys, we're still on air.
Okay, yeah.
We're still on air. Let's get to the next issue.
We're never going to agree on that, and
we're not.
Just don't get me started on the temperature. I want to show some interest.
At least I never have to share an apple with you.
That's
because
true.
You don't like the same one.
That's true.
That's good.
I'm going to show some interest in something that none of your colleagues on your show have shown an interest in.
They probably bag me for it.
Of course they do. It's your cucumber salad, and you've piqued my interest.
It's unbelievable. Actually, Joel loves it. Joel and Jenny Chrissie have been making the hell out of that cucumber salad.
Give me the quantities because you know it off by heart. It's soy.
So it's 2 I use 3 tablespoons of soy sauce.
Yes.
3 tablespoons of rice wine vinegar.
Yes.
And a teaspoon and maybe a bit more of sesame oil.
Yes.
And a teaspoon of minced garlic.
Wow.
Mix it all up.
No
and
chili?
It's like sour, and you can put chili flakes in it or chili oil.
And do you shave the cucumber very, very thin?
No, I like it to be crunchy, so I kind of cut like fat quarters.
Yes, I love a fat quarter.
And then because I'm a feral, I drink the sauce.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
Blackers is angry. I can see Blackers working through the glass, getting angry that we're even talking about this.
He's trying to control us even while not in the room.
It'll be his turn soon. Hey, thanks for joining me, Ricki-Lee. Cool to catch up with Ricki-Lee.
Pleasure.
We love her. Listen to her on The Drive Show and watch her on Idol. It's on tonight and tomorrow night on 7, not 10. Thanks, Ricki-Lee.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. I'm so glad you love it.
The Chrissie Swan Show. Chrissie's clickbait.
Yeah, what's grabbed my attention? How does Google know me better than I know myself? Did you know that Zac Efron and Bill Gates are both in the country at the moment?
Are they?
Yes. So Zac Efron's here filming a new film with John Cena.
Whereabouts in Australia?
In Melbourne.
Love that.
And Bill Gates was snapped at the Australian Open. Bill Gates.
Yeah, it's random to see him out and about at social settings.
It is. Did we ever get to the bottom of Kanye West being in the country?
I think it was all false because he then got in trouble when he was for hitting someone with an iPhone, filming him over in the States.
That's
at
right.
North's basketball game. So I think it was A1 Bakery in Melbourne that they started that rumour, and then they did all these interviews on the Today Show and stuff, and they would ask them, so was Kanye West at your bakery? And they said, no.
And that was
okay,
it.
cool.
God, I love A1 Bakery. I'm mad for a falafel. What about this one? Weight loss shakes for women. Stay fuller for longer with Australia's best. Oh, no. The weight loss industry should be outlawed. I'm only joking. Hey, I'm a professional organiser. This is a headline that got me. Here's why I stopped using velvet hangers in my closet.
Oh, okay.
Let me reread it for you. I'm a professional organiser. Here's why I stopped using velvet hangers in my closet. I read that article literally 2 days earlier. I had replaced all my odds and sods hangers with goddamn velvet hangers.
No.
And yeah,
I'm really OCD with my hangers though, so I want to know why.
Do you like velvet hangers?
Well, no, I use rubber, like a rubbery plastic hanger, but the velvet ones I've tried before, and my t-shirts get stuck on them. Like they feel annoying.
Well, now I've got 150 velvet hangers, and they're saying that the rubber ones are better.
Oh, good, so I'll stick with mine.
So you're ahead of the trend.
Oh, well, enjoy all that landfill that you've got sitting in your bed.
No, I'm stuck with them. They're going to, as my gran used to say, they're going to see me out.
I love it.
The Chrissie Swan Show.
You're listening to the Chrissie Swan Show on all the Novas all across Australia.
Now, we've nearly finished our second show, Swanee, and we are yet to address what you did on your international trip over the summer holidays. I saw an Instagram snippet of this because you spoke about it on another show and you've put off talking about it, but we're going to talk about it today.
You love this.
I do.
You love it. You're forcing me to relive the trauma of the cod sperm that I ate not once, but twice.
That's what gets me. You went back for a round 2.
Well, I had no choice.
Did you love it that much?
You know me.
I'm a cod sperm gal.
I lived in Tokyo 30 years ago.
Yeah.
Straight after school, instead of going to schoolies. I was such a dag. I saved up all the money I earned at Baker's Delight and I went to Tokyo with my best friend. Taught English there instead, and it was so fantastic, and I've always wanted to go back, but life gets away from you. You have kids and you're trying to work out what you're going to do with your life, and I just really haven't travelled anywhere, and I was desperate to get back to Tokyo, and a company called Plan Japan contacted me out of the blue and said, do you want to go to Tokyo and eat amazing things for 5 days? And I said yes, and so I organised for my friend Jamie Rowe, who also works on Nova, to come with me. We've been friends for 20 years. And we had the most amazing time.
It looked insane on Instagram.
It was truly incredible. Plus, it had been a huge year for me. I finished up the breakfast show in Melbourne and I flew out the next day and I felt like I was exhaling. I was I was travelling, with all the lockdowns, nobody travelled.
Yeah.
It was really a magnificent renewal with cod sperm.
So how did we get there?
So I had access to the most incredible restaurants, and in Japan they eat things that we don't eat here, and of course we've come a long way here in this country and we love sashimi and ramen and all of these beautiful things, but we're probably not at the stage of cod sperm, uni, which is sea urchin, an entire sea urchin's inner organs just scooped out and put into a bowl raw.
Who decided one day we were going to eat that?
Oh, well, I mean, look, you can go into culinary history as long as you like, but we eat weird things as well. I mean, don't get me started on calamari's even weird, really.
Yeah, right.
I ate tongue there.
What did that feel like, your own tongue being on top of your own tongue? Like, is it literally just a tongue put on a plate?
It was sliced very thinly.
Ow!
It reminded me of me in the 90s, if you know what I'm saying. I also ate raw horse. Now, raw horse was hard. That was hard because I don't like the French dish, beef tartare, which is
Yeah.
raw beef. I don't like that.
Oh, okay.
And I knew that it was horse, and it was a struggle. The hardest part, though, with the cod sperm was the eye contact that was given. So the man, the world-class Michelin star chef that had created this dish from cod sperm, and I just want to explain it. It's like a lumpy small white brain, and it's raw and it's cold and it's big.
Really?
It's a lot. Yeah,
huge.
it's a lot.
Like,
and you have to. It's too big to just swallow like an oyster. You have to bite it and chew it. And
wow.
Yeah, and just the eye contact when he was handing over. I'll just never forget
Did he
it.
watch you eat it?
I'm traumatized. Yeah, he did.
Oh,
yeah,
great.
he watched me eat it. Yeah, and so they say never watch someone while they're eating a banana or cod sperm.
The Chrissie Swan Show.
That brings us to the end of the Chrissie Swan Show. We're getting ready for Kate, Tim and Joel with Ricki-Lee. Another fun time I've had with you, Jack.
So much fun.
So much fun. If you want to have fun with us, get onto the Nova Player, register your details, and that's the best way for us to chat.
It is.
I'm going to call you up and ask you what you're having for dinner. What are you wearing? Do you like orthotics? All the important questions. On tomorrow's show, Mystic Chrissie makes her triumphant return.
And most of the country would not have heard Mystic Chrissie.
I've got a gift, Jack.
You do?
It would be irresponsible of me not to share it.
About 2 times out of 10, the gift actually comes through. But people will hear that tomorrow.
The sass. You're not too old to put over my knee. The gorgeous Poling Yao is also going to join us. I absolutely love her. Fell in love with her in MasterChef. And I just find her so progressive and joyous. And I just want to know how to live more like Po.
She's got the best smile in the industry, Po.
Without question. Enjoy Kate, Tim and Joel with Ricki-Lee coming up. And we'll see you tomorrow.
This is the Chrissie Swan Show on Nova.